Okay, so now let's talk about markets. So perfectly competitive markets. This is again a really important concept in Echo. So first of all, what's a market? It's a place where buyers and sellers just come along, they meet to perform a transaction. So they exchange goods and services pretty much. So for example, Queen Victoria Market, obviously if you go to a bookshop, that's another type of market. And a perfectly competitive market is a very important structure that we learn for Unit 3 for Echo. So, are they in the study design? Obviously, you're going to have to look at that, but it's really important to know how a perfectly competitive market works and the properties of a perfectly competitive market. So, let's talk about that. So, in a perfectly competitive market, there are many buyers and many sellers. So, lots and lots of buyers, lots and lots of sellers. We assume that the buyers and sellers act rationally. So, the aim of the buyers is to maximize their satisfaction, so maximize their happiness with the product that they purchase. And the aim of the sellers is to maximize their profit. So, literally, to make as much money as possible. And then finally, we assume that they have perfect market knowledge. So this is called full information. So this literally means that when a buyer and seller enter the market, they both have the same information and they're fully knowledgeable about the good that's being sold. So for example, in real life, if someone is selling you a car or a second-hand car, to be honest, you're not perfectly knowledgeable. They can lie to you about it being in good condition. They can lie to you about it never having an accident. But in a perfectly competitive market, both parties know exactly everything there is to know about the product. The products are homogeneous, so that literally means that they're identical. So there's nothing distinguishing the products except price. So when you step into the market, the only thing that's distinguishing each product is the price of the product. So for example, there's no advertising, there's no labeling and branding and all of that. Homogeneous literally means products are indistinguishable except for price. There's little to no barriers to entry and exit. So what that means is anyone can become a seller, anyone can become a buyer. There's no licenses or permits or costs associated with setting up. So it's no barriers to entry and exit. So what does this mean for our market? It means that, we want to make sure that we sell at the lowest prices possible and buy at the lowest prices possible. So sellers want to sell at a high price, buyers want to buy at a low price, and sellers are price takers because price is the only thing distinguishing the products. That's it. And one more thing, so there's little to no government intervention. So there's no taxes, there's no subsidies, it's just the market works by itself.